Alright, let's cut through the noise here. Imagine this: a world where football clubs are basically playing a high-stakes game of chess, but with billions of euros on the line. And right now, the board is absolutely chaos. Let me tell you why this transfer window is shaping up to be the most fascinating in years. You see, it's not just about who's moving where, it's about the power struggles, the financial brinkmanship, and the sheer audacity of some of these deals. Take Manchester City, for instance. They're reportedly closing in on Ayyoub Bouaddi, an 18-year-old Moroccan prodigy valued at £85 million. Now, that's not just a transfer, it's a statement. Paying that kind of money for a teenager? That's not just about talent. It's about future-proofing your empire. Personally, I think this move screams long-term vision. City isn't just buying a player, they're securing a generational asset, which makes me wonder, are they preparing for a new era of dominance or just outmaneuvering rivals who still think in 5-year plans? What makes this really interesting is how it contrasts with Real Madrid's interest in Martin Zubimendi. Here's a 25-year-old midfielder from Arsenal, and Madrid is circling. But wait, Zubimendi isn't just any player. He's part of Spain's World Cup winning squad. That adds a layer of prestige. But here's the kicker: if Madrid signs him, does that mean they're finally admitting they need more than just star power? Or is this just another bid to flex their financial muscle? I mean, come on, how many times can you sign a 25-year-old from a Premier League champion and call it rebuilding? It feels like a PR move more than a strategic one. Let's shift gears to Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus is supposedly open to a move to Napoli. Now, Jesus is 29, and while he's still elite, this feels like a calculated risk. Why would a player of his caliber consider leaving the Emirates? Maybe it's about legacy. Or maybe it's about the lure of a new challenge. But here's what bugs me: if Arsenal lets him go, are they really rebuilding or just throwing money at problems? Because if they're chasing younger, cheaper alternatives, that's one thing. But if they're just letting their stars walk, that's a different story. And then there's Martinelli. Roma is talking to his reps. Now, Martinelli is 25, and he's been a key part of Arsenal's attack. But let's be real, Arsenal's squad is aging. If they lose Martinelli, are they ready to replace him? Or are they just hoping he'll stay because he's under contract? This raises a deeper question: is Mikel Arteta building a team for the future or trying to win now with a roster that's already past its prime? Oh, and don't even get me started on Harry Kane. Both Barcelona and Tottenham are circling Bayern Munich, and it's not just about Kane, it's about the symbolism. Tottenham, the club that built Kane, is now competing with Barcelona for him. That's wild. It says something about the state of English football. If Spurs can't keep their own stars, what does that say about their management? And Barcelona? They're not exactly a powerhouse anymore. So is this a desperate grab for relevance, or a calculated move to rebuild? I'm leaning toward the latter, but I'm not sure. And then there's the madness of the £130 million price tag for Bradley Barcola. Liverpool is in the race, but why? Barcola is 23, and while he's talented, that's an insane amount of money for a player who's still developing. It feels like a gamble, but maybe that's the point. Clubs are willing to take risks now because the margins are so thin. But here's the thing: if Barcola flops, that's a massive dent in the budget. What does that say about the league's financial health? It's a ticking time bomb. And let's not forget about David Raum. Manchester United is considering him after failing to sign Lewis Hall. Raum is 28, and while he's solid, he's not the next Virgil van Dijk. But United's defense has been a disaster this season. So is this a sign that they're finally prioritizing defense? Or is it just another stopgap measure? I'm torn. On one hand, it makes sense. On the other, it feels like they're just patching holes instead of rebuilding. This entire transfer window is a mirror reflecting the state of modern football. It's a mix of desperation, ambition, and sheer financial recklessness. And the bigger question? Are we witnessing the end of an era where clubs can afford to be reckless, or is this just the calm before the storm? One thing's for sure: whoever wins this game of chess will shape the next decade of football. But for now, it's a wild ride, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out.